evening, ladies and gentlemen. My last day today. Yes. It's been a wonderful year. It really has been a great year. I've really enjoyed it. It has been hard work, I have to say. But it has been really good. I've really enjoyed it. I'd like to thank the town clerk. I'd like to thank Kate. I'd like to thank Sam and Susie. They've been absolutely tremendous. They've really helped me and supported me and my wife. And there's one or two little things I've just got to give away. First of all, we've got the caretaker Jim. I think we've got a bottle of scotch for Jim. Could you put your hands together for Jim? We work very, very hard. Where is the bottle? Do we know? Thank you for your good work. Thank you. To the town clerk, well done. Thank you, sir. You've been a wonderful help to me. Thank you. A little drop of, it's very good. If you don't like it, you can always put it on your chips. And now for the glamour, also the council. Thank you. And that's all my thank yous, really, apart from the biggest thank you for who supported me, no, not yet, who supported me. I've not done yet. She's been absolutely wonderful for me. She's my rock. She's been brilliant. She keeps me on the tight leash sometimes, because I can tend to gob off sometimes a bit sharp. But she's been absolutely wonderful for me. She's my rock. She's everything to me. She's my world. Really, thank you. Okay, if you'd like to be seated, ladies and gentlemen, please. Thank you. Okay, agenda item number 1, election of the new town mayor. Councillor Mark Dannett is proposed by Councillor Jim Carpenter on this bill. Jim, where are you?
Mr Mayor, I'd like to propose Councillor Mark Dannett as the incoming mayor for 2019-2020. I think he's worked hard as a councillor over the last 4 years, and I think he'll be a great ambassador for this town over the next 12 months as mayor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now that will be seconded by Councillor Brooks.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. I would like to second the nomination of Councillor Mark Dannett as Mayor of Skegness. We have a man here who's lived his whole life in Skegness. Being born here is not a choice, but staying is. He stood for council to make sure that the town remains a fantastic place to live in, and I think he'll do a fantastic job, and he won't let this town or council down. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to have any further nominations for the position of mayor. No? Okay, so we'll take it to the vote. All those in favour of Mr Mark Dannett to be the mayor of Skegness, please show. Anyone against? No, that's the majority. Congratulations, Mark. Would you like to come up, Mark? With pride, I have done. No, not. They're aluminium now. I took all the brass off. Louise? Well, do you think you're here?
Yes, you're here. St Dannet, having been elected to the office of Town Mayor of Skegness Council, I declare the office upon myself. I will duly and faithfully fulfil the duties of it according to the best of my judgment and ability.
I'll take my name.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's yours.
Pass it here, yeah? Okay, good. Those who don't know me.
Okay, I'd like to appoint my chaplain as Michelle. She's been here for the last year. She was due to be here again, so we've kept Michelle as the chaplain. Hopefully we'll see her later on down. Okay, moving on to item agenda number 3, election of a deputy town mayor for 2019-2020. Have we any nominations for deputy mayor? Councillor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. New Mr. Mayor, and congratulations.
Thank you.
I would like to propose Councillor Jim Carpenter as Deputy Mayor. I've known Jim since I was the eye to a grasshopper, really. He worked for my dad, and in all that time I've known him, he's always been a gentleman, willing to help, give advice whenever I've needed it. When I became Mayor, I looked to previous mayors to see how it should be done, and Jim was one of those that I looked to. We've got a man here that puts his heart and soul into Skegness, getting the best for Skegness. So I know he will give Councillor Dannet all the help and support he will need this year. And as a team, I think they'll do us proud. Thank you.
Councillor Brooks. I do believe we've got a seconder. Councillor Kirk.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Now, it gives me great pleasure to be able to second Jim. We all know Jim is a family man, hard working for the residents and riders of the town. We know that he enjoys the tourism industry as much as everybody else, and can give that and understands exactly what our visitors also want to the area. So I know he'll give his 100% in this role and act with honour and dignity. So again, it gives me great pleasure to second Jim.
Thank you, Councillor Kirk. Have we had any further nominations for the Deputy Mayor of Skegness 2019 to 2020? No? And we'll put that to the vote. All in favour? It's unanimous.
I, James Anthony Carpenter, having been elected to the office of Deputy Town Mayor of Skegness Town Council, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly and faithfully fulfil the duties of it according to the best of my judgment and ability.
Right, the Deputy Mayor Kath. Would you like to come up? Let me change. You're not nervous, you've done it before. Thank you. Right then, item item agenda number 5. Vote of thanks to the retiring town mayor. Councillor Reddington can have a few words. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. First of all, can I congratulate you on your appointment as mayor for the coming year. Any past mayor will tell you it's an honour and privilege to be the town mayor of Skegness, and I'm sure that you, supported by with Louise, will make a splendid job of it. Now, the main reason why I'm on my feet is to give a vote of thanks to our former mayor, Councillor Dennis.
Not a very big piece of
It's all right, so that's that checks. Now, each mayor brings something of their own style to the role, and the role itself is both rewarding and challenging. Sid, ably supported by his wife Marie, has been a splendid ambassador for Skegness, attending functions both locally and farther afield, and promoting the town at every opportunity. But being mayor is not just about attending functions, it is chairing town council meetings. Now, these at times can be lively and frankly fractious, but Sid, with a combination of charm, wit and where necessary bluntness, has kept control of proceedings. No mean feat. All in all, I think Sid can look back on his year as a job well done. That is certainly my view, and I'm sure the rest of the council. I could go on, but I don't think that would be welcome, so I would simply say I hereby formally move a vote of thanks to Councillor Sid Dennis.
I do believe Councillor Blackburn, you're going to have a few words as well.
I've got a bigger piece of paper, so couldn't say it all then. You shared with us several times, participate, not pontificate, as your father said. Well, you've certainly participated this year, haven't you? I'm sure we've all enjoyed the stories you brought back to council. I know especially you enjoyed some of the meeting Mrs. Waite, you mentioned to us on several occasions. All these memories I'm sure you'll take away from you here. I'm sure you both have worked really hard. We do appreciate that, you know, it takes a lot of time and a lot of hard work to represent our council. So with that, I won't waffle on either. We all appreciate the time and hard work you both put in representing the town council. So from all of us, we hope you've had an amazing year, and thank you.
Thank you. Okay, then it's been going to the vote now. It's been proposed and seconded for the vote of thanks for Town Mayor. All those in favour? We've got a little something for you. Retiring Mayor, Councillor Sid Dennis. I'd like to accept this. You've done a fantastic job. We've enjoyed it, and we've enjoyed having you as the Mayor. Thank you.
I'll just get a picture.
Not forgetting the ring. All your hard work, that's it. Thank you very much as well. You've been an ambassador as well. Yep.
Thank you. No, thank you very much. I'm very, very honoured to have represented the town this year. Been very proud. We've had some wonderful experiences. We've done some things, you know, and I actually got my wife on a roller coaster, but I had to tell her a fib and say that she only had to go and cut the ribbon, she wasn't going on it, and then I shuffled her on a bit sharpish before she got a chance, and then I had a very quiet weekend on my own. There was a light in the window, but nobody was in. But no, we've had a really wonderful year, haven't we? We really have. We've really enjoyed representing the town, and we sincerely wish Mark and Louise, you know, a great year. I'm sure you are. Please put your effort into it, because it really is, you know, especially the little ones, you know, the little brownie litter picks and stuff, and go out to those. They're really great, you know. It's just a wonderful experience, and we've really, both of us have really enjoyed it. And I'd like to thank you all very much for your support. We haven't got a crossword the whole year with anybody. It's been absolutely tremendous. Now I look forward to having a few crosswords now I'm not the mayor. It'll be really good. Thank you very much for all your help.
else would like to say a few words? Councillor Brooks.
I'd just quickly like to say, Sid, Marie, Dennis, you've done us proud. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Councillor Brooks. Councillor Kirk.
Well, thank you very much, and congratulations, Mr. Mayor, and I do wish you every success. And with success in mind, I think by any measure of the word success, we need to say that Sid and Marie have had a very, very successful year as Mayor and Mayoress. To my knowledge, not a word has been said out of place, not a foot has been put in the wrong place either. Well, everything has gone pretty much as it should have gone. Sid's kept in contact with me about the events he's been to, and yes, and I'll echo exactly what he said when I was Mayor. It's about the little things. You do the big events, and they're great, they're fantastic. The meals you go to, that's all very nice. But it's shaking those hands, those brownies, or those people who've just got their yellow belt in karate, they're about this big. So that's what it's all about. So I think the pair have done a superb job. You've been fantastic ambassadors. And to anybody who's coming through to be Mayor in the next 4 to 8 years, I would say Sid and Marie have set the benchmark. So aspire to be what they were.
Thank you, Councillor. We really should give Maggie Gray a word as well for all the work she did. Fortunately, this wasn't the ideal opportunity for me to be here because I'd also missed out on year 2. However, we're at where we're at. So I would like to thank Maggie Gray for working hard for the council. Unfortunately, it goes on the day the voting did the work, and unfortunately Maggie couldn't be with us tonight. So I'm sorry to say that. Now, is there anybody else that would want to say anything about Councillor Sid Dennis as the outgoing Mayor? I do believe we do have one person that does want to actually give you something, talk to you. And,
Is it?
Oh, it's not a bullet, so we wouldn't let that happen. So, Mr. Robinson.
Yeah, I believe it was around about 1974 when Sid was in a band and he had hair.
Well, I can still feel it at the back of the show.
We've actually got hold of the record for you.
We'll never get rid of it.
We'll never get rid of it. I'm trying to give them away.
In case you didn't realise.
We turn it into fruit bowl and all
There you go.
Thank you, Baron. Very good of you. A bit wide-eyed. I don't know what I was on in those days. It was a lot of fun. Thank you very much. Yeah, I had some wonderful years in a band. There's Dickie Turner, Dave Green, Jeff Dixon, Sid Dennis, Seesaw.
I have priced it on eBay for you.
I keep going in second-hand shop and seeing them.
$2.99 now, so you're alright.
Yeah, how much?
$2.99.
Oh, they've got them. We've got a music shop that said to clear £1. I thought I'd better buy that. So yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Thank you, Mr. Robinson.
Thank you very much. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you.
Right then, moving back to the agenda then. Item number 6. The Town Clerk to confirm Councillors' acceptance of office or seek dispensation in the respect of those who have been able to unattend.
Mayor, I can confirm that all councillors except for Councillor Cummington have been able to sign their declarations of acceptance of office. Councillor Cummington, not being in the country at the present time, has asked that you extend an extension to that period so that he's able to take his seat at council. So if that's the case, then there would need to be a proposal and second of that and be put to the vote.
Councillor Brooks.
I propose a dispensation for Councillor Mr. Cunnington.
We have a second for that.
Yes, I'll second.
Thank you, Councillor Cummington. All those in favour, please show. Thank you. Item number 7, agenda item number 7, minutes of the last council meeting, the 3rd of April 2019 is attached. You have a copy of that in front of you. Okay, have we got a proposer for that?
I'll propose, Mr. Mayor. I'll second Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, so proposer. Page 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. All in favour, please show. Okay. Item number 8. Have we any apologies?
We have no apologies. Sorry, obviously, Councillor Cunnington, who is out of the country. Okay.
Item number 9. Any declarations of interest? None? Okay, agenda item number 10. To note the minutes of the Planning and the Planning Policy Committee meeting held on Tuesday the 2nd of April 2019. Approved by the Planning and Planning Policy Committee on Tuesday the 23rd of April 2019. To receive, consider and adopt or otherwise the minutes of the Planning and Planning Committee meeting held on Tuesday the 23rd of April 2019. And that's attached.
So the first one is
do we have a proposal and a second?
I'll propose those, Mr Mayor. I'll second.
Thank you. All in favour? Thank you. And do we have a proposer and a seconder for the date change?
I'll propose.
All in favour? Sorry, 39, page 40. All in favour, please go. Agenda item number 11, the general power of competence confirmation, the report is attached.
As you can see, you've got a report in front of you. This is, we have to do this at annual council, and that is to continue the powers that this council has in relation to the general power of competence granted under the Localism Act 2011. The criteria are that the council has the required number of councillors elected, which you do, because all of the councillors here are elected, and that there is a qualified town clerk, which we have. So you need, in order to continue those powers, you need to just propose in a second and vote on those.
Councillor Curtis.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, we are looking indeed to have contested elections. A lot of parish councils are crying out for councils, but we're very looking at skegness. So I have to move recommendations in section 5.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that, Mr Mayor.
All in favour, please show. Agenda item number 12, to approve deferral of the appointment to committees and other annual council business until a special meeting of the council to be held on Tuesday the 21st of May 2019. Do we have a proposer, please? Proposer, Councillor Brooks, a seconder. Councillor Barry, all in favour? Please show. Okay. There, and that's it. The meeting comes to an end. It's now closed. Thank you. And I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight, and it is a pleasure to be here. It hasn't really sunk in yet, but it will. Thank you all for turning out. Thank you very much. Thank you for Councillor Denison.